With 3 games to go, as things stand, if we win or draw our next game against third place AFC Wimbledon, we are going to the championship. And if we lose this game, then we only have to win one of our other 2 games. So I'm feeling pretty confident we're going up to the championship. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 5th episode of the FM22 Waine Train series with me, Raxo FM, and with MK Dons, where today we could potentially be confirming our place in the championship next year with Derby County. I was not expecting this in our second year in charge, but it has gone swimmingly so far. And before I go over exactly what has happened, all the nooks and crannies, please make sure that you do smash the like button as well as subscribing to the Rax FM YouTube channel so you don't miss the Football Manager content coming your way. Can we please smash whatever like target you can give me today? I know it is a season finale. Well, hopefully it's a season finale, assuming we're getting promoted and don't have to play in the playoffs. But hey, I'll back you guys. I know you're going to give me a good amount of likes because you love me and you like this save and you love Ben Waine, who is doing pretty well in the League One. Not quite the top goal scorer as you saw in the last screen in the intro, but 20 goals and 4 assists from 29 appearances. It's not bad at all. I'm very happy with him at the moment, and he could be moving on to a new club next season. So we'll have to keep tabs on all of the jobs coming up. I haven't even sorted it so that it only comes up with the managerial jobs. That is how little I've been looking at the job market. But right now, I'm already thinking, if I was to start applying, I would go for the Nate's job, the RB Leipzig job, and maybe the Girona job. But I don't know, I feel like moving up to the championship is higher, in my opinion, than any other second division league in the world. Actually, let's go over it and check. The championship is considered to be the most reputable second division side in the world, based off this. So I don't know why we would move to a second division side if we're already in the second division. So you know what, I reckon I'm probably only moving to a top division if we go up to the championship. And that is I was about to say a big if, but I really do back us. With only 3 games left in the season, only have to win 1, and if we draw against AFC Wimbledon, because they are the only team that can actually catch us, we are already going through. So there's a lot at stake in this game. Let's go over the journey that has happened since last time we saw each other. I played, I believe, the Derby game as our final game. And since then, we've been on a brilliant run of form. Only losing 2 games against Warsaw and Lincoln and a draw against Luton. But the rest, pretty comfortable wins. A couple of 1-0s here and there. But you got to take the points where you can take the points. And we have certainly taken the points. In terms of the new signings, where is he? Hunt has been a brilliant signing. Absolutely thrilled with him now. Ended up getting a 6.97. We picked up a lot of injuries, so he was crucial. And my plan of having such a stacked squad was the best plan I've ever come up with, because we had so many people tired all the time. Alex Grieve has ended up playing some games, got a goal to win us the game earlier in the season. Guabi has been incredible this year, even though he's only 2-star current ability. He has done such a job for us coming off the bench when we need him. So many other players doing the exact same things. Poku has ended up being a pretty good signing. Not quite a starter, but certainly got the ability to push for those starting spots in the future. And generally, the team is still the same, but I'm happy with the transfers that we have made, and I'm happy with the players that we've got in the football club moving up to the championship. And I imagine that we're going to get a lot of budget. I'm acting like we're going to the championship because I do really back us. The last thing that I have to go over since last time we saw each other was just the World Cup qualifiers, which we know we're going to win. We just do. We've won both of our games, 1 game left, and I'm feeling very confident we'll win that. And then in a friendly, a 2-2 draw against Costa Rica, Joel Campbell scoring in the 93rd minute. So not a bad result, but we have already beaten them. So slightly disappointing that we can't beat them again. For now, let's focus on going to the championship. If we win this game, I'm just going to simulate to the end of the season and go over the season review stuff. But if not, we will, of course, play the next game and hope that we can win it. Let's go with this team to go to the championship. Ben Waine, Twine, White, Cooper, Kane, Davenport, Klein, O'Hora, Pollock, Harvey, and Etheridge. An update on White. He is still playing very well, and he is interested by quite a lot of squads. So I am nervous that we won't be able to get him when his contract expires at the end of the year. But I'm certainly going to put in a bid as soon as I physically can. I might even try and transfer offer for like £0 earlier on, just to get in the door before any of those other clubs who can offer for him right now get the opportunity. But of course, we're still going with that central attacking midfield formation. It just seems to be doing so much better. I've started using it for New Zealand as well, and it just does the job. It is such a typical formation to use in Football Manager, especially with the gegenpress, and it makes me feel a little basic. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Twine putting in a ball, White scoring, and that is why we want to sign that man, and that is why we could be going to the championship. Come on, boys. 3 minutes gone. It's a 1-0 lead after just one shot for us. A higher XG than the other team by... No, we don't actually. We have a lower XG by 0.01. We got 0.05 XG for that goal. But you love to see it going in the back of the net. Twine to make it 2-0. The woodwork so close. He's been out of this game for quite some time too, picking up a massive knock. Kane, you might have noticed, was very low on match sharpness because he's also been out for quite a while. I think Twine was out for something like 3 months. I think that Kane might have been out for slightly shorter than that, but enough to get his match sharpness right down. I do feel a bit hard on Hunt by taking him out of the team, but I do want to get Kane's match sharpness back up before the end of the season, because he is just such a good player for us. Davenport on the ball, back into O'Hora. After 15 minutes, we've seen a lot of highlights in this game, but we're certainly the ones that are looking dominant. It is Twine back on the ball. Can he put it into Ben Waine? He can't. He can play it into Kane, who is not showing a lot of match unsharpness there by hitting the woodwork. That is not obviously a goal, but mate, if you're going to keep troubling the goalkeeper like that, I'm not going to complain at all. Let's see what we can do here. Twine moves it into White, but he can't get it. But Twine has the pace to go past the defenders, get it into the mixer. We always do that. We always get to that position and then play it back. It really annoys me. It feels like I should turn on, work the ball into the box, or hit early crosses, because this always happens. We get counter-attacked as a result of not taking the chance to just put it in the danger zone. I mean, I'm not saying we would have scored, but I'm definitely saying we probably wouldn't have conceded against the run of play. I mean, I said that we do need a draw, but a win would be lovely, realistically. A win would be lovely. Twine to redeem himself. This time he does put it into the mixer, and it leads to another goal for White. Mate, he is having a game and a half, and Twine is certainly linking up with him very well with both assists. It's 2-1 on the night. Thrilled with that. Derby look like they're going to win their game as well, so 7 points clear of us. I think that confirms the title. If it definitely does. So if they win this game, they're being crowned champions, as well as us being crowned championship team next season. Hopefully that does happen. And with Ben Waine's goal, I feel like it is happening. It is a beautiful, poetic way to put us through to the championship. Fingers crossed at least, by getting Ben Waine a goal. And Twine, is that another assist for him? Or is that White who's managed to get it? I think it is. No, it's Twine, because he's done a 1-2 with him. And Ben Waine has just finished his dinner like he always does. And he's potentially going to be pushing for that top goal scorer spot. I think that the Wimbledon player is actually the player that is going to be his main competition. If he scores here, it would help him out massively. There was a massive gap on the other side, and he went near post. Not the best option, but at least we're winning this game quite comfortably right now. And we could get a chance from the corner. No, I was feeling hopeful by saying that, but I didn't really think we would. I think it is their striker that's winning the top goal scorer right now that managed to score that goal. So that is slightly annoying for Ben Waine. Who was it? It was Davies. Yeah, he's the top goal scorer right now. So that's unfortunate, but at least Ben Waine scored in this goal too. And it does look like if one team's going to score another goal, it's going to be us. So hopefully it's Ben Waine finishing his dinner here. Twine into White for the hat-trick, hitting the woodwork. He will be gutted with that. I'm thinking Cooper needs to come off soon because he's not playing well. And he's quite tired, actually. It's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Get Poku on, see what he can do for the last 35 minutes of this game. He has done pretty well coming off the bench. But I've noticed he plays the best when I play him in that cam position. Score an own goal. Nice. I don't mind that at all. 4-1. That's got to confirm the championship spot. Wimbledon will be absolutely gutted about this, especially because actually I've realised, oh my goodness, isn't MK Dons the team that like overtook Wimbledon, the old Premier League team that has been in English football for years, and that's why people hate MK Dons. And now Wimbledon AFC is the team that, you know, came in after Wimbledon was replaced by MK Dons to make a Wimbledon team. Oh my goodness, we have created a derby. We must be fierce rivals. We must be. No, we're not. We're not rivals. Am I? Let me know. No, there we go. Yeah, fierce rivals. Wimbledon historic. I'm betting on the money. I was about to say let me know down in the comment section below if I've got that wrong, but I think I've got that right. So we are beating the team that we took over to now go into the championship. Oh my gosh, Wimbledon would be fuming. I would be fuming. But Ben Waine is not fuming as he scored a goal. And Poku, coming off the bench, getting an assist. You love to see it. Let's bring Hunt on now because Davenport is looking tired. I will play Hunt as the deep line playmaker. I think Kane does a wee bit better as a box-to-box midfielder, but I do prefer Hunt as that box-to-box midfielder. I just think he's probably not quite as good going forward as Kane is, based off what I've seen so far. And with only 20 minutes to go, this is all wrapped up. We know we're winning. Well, not winning the league, unfortunately, but we're going up to the championship. So we're just riding out on a high, doing a victory lap now. I think that Derby aren't going to win the league. How have I missed it? Are they not winning? No, they're drawing. Okay, yes. So if they did win the game, well, if they do win the game, they will win the league. But if not, there will be a chance of us sneaking in, Twine picking up a knock. I really hope that does not turn into something big. I mean, I guess that there's only 2 games left of the season, and it looks like we've qualified for the championship next year. But I don't really want our best player, well, one of our best players at the very least, to be getting some knocks left, right and centre like he currently is. He gets injured all over the show. And with only a couple minutes to go, it's probably not going to affect this game. It's probably not going to affect our championship chances because we are confirmed as a championship team next year. And I think Derby just confirmed themselves as the champions of the League One. Let's get confirmation. I believe I'm correct. Yes, there we go. We are officially in the championship. Derby managed to score in the 87th minute to crown themselves as champions of the League One. But we don't really care. We have secured ourselves promotion. And that has got to do wonders for the reputation. There we go. 3-star reputation. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, that is beautiful. Surely some top tier clubs are going to at least have a wee look at what I've got to offer. Our budget next year is £3.16 million. Oh my goodness, I am thrilled about that. £40 million of wage budget. I mean, 40,000. My goodness, that is... I'm taking a look at this, man. That is amazing. I could buy some New Zealanders with that. I'll tell you who I've been looking at the entire time is this man. It is absolutely Ali Sara. I want him. But I don't know if we need him because Twine is kind of like our best player and that's exactly the position Ali Sara plays in. But I might find a way to work around it. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm stoked. I cannot believe we managed to do this in the second season. I mean, I did have a whole transfer window to build the team that I really wanted, and that's exactly what I did this season. But the budget that I had, you have to admit, I have done a job here, and I'm sure bigger clubs will be looking at us thinking, maybe, just maybe, he's worth a stab in the dark. So we will apply for some jobs at the end of the season. We'll not be disappointed at all if we don't end up getting it, because a championship run with MK Dons will be very interesting indeed. Won't be as comfortable as this year, that's for sure, but wouldn't mind doing it for at least one season to get the reputation up even more, and then potentially move on to a bigger club. I'm just kind of having an unwritten rule in my mind now of 3 seasons is enough. 2 seasons is when you can start applying for jobs. That's just kind of what I'm thinking in my mind. It's an unwritten rule apparently. But for now, let's try and get Ben Waine the top goal scorer because he is only 3 goals behind. So it's very possible. He needs a hat-trick in one of these games, I would imagine. But I'm going to play them off camera, obviously. It's a victory lap time. We're finishing the season on a high against Charlton at home, as we have already qualified for the championship next year. Get in. Love to see it. Don't go anywhere, though. Season review and rewards coming right up. Ben Waine managed to score 1 in the final game of the season. And of course, we're going to give him some praise for that. However, it was not enough to win him the Golden Boot. He missed a penalty as well. He missed a penalty in the final game of the season. And who knows, if he scored that, maybe he would have had the confidence to get a hat-trick. But we've ended the season on a high with a double win streak. Well, actually, a 4-game win streak, but 2 wins that you guys didn't see. 3-2, where Ben Waine didn't score. We did get a penalty in that game as well, but he had already come off because he was playing so badly. And then a 1-0 win against Charlton. I think, obviously, we can be stoked with this performance this year. Would have loved to have get the cherry on top with Ben Waine winning the Golden Boot. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. We would have taken this at the start of the season, absolutely. I thought that playoffs was going to be our goal, and that was going to be a push. But we have managed to get promoted, and now it's time to go over the season review. I imagine the season awards don't come out until the end of the playoffs to go into the championship. So we'll have to wait some time before then. I will show you it in this episode, though. It will just take some time for me. I'm currently watching Star Wars, actually. I've been watching all the Star Warses during my holidays. It's been great, actually. I'm on to The Last Jedi, which is a debatable one. Not everyone loves it, but I think it's a pretty good movie, personally. But let's focus on Football Manager instead of Star Wars. Matty Pollock, an A+, and that is a great representation of this man and his performances for us. I've already bid to try and get him back on loan next year because he was so good. Absolutely loved him. Jordan Willis, a B+, yeah, pretty good rotation player, played a lot of games for us, very happy with his performances. Alex Grieve, I think we needed that extra striker, winger, whatever, this year, and he's done a massively decent job for us. Poku gets a D, but is apparently the signing of the season. I can kind of agree with a D. He's not quite as good as I thought he would be, but I didn't spend that much on him, but at the time it was a lot, so I get where the rating is coming from. He did manage to score in the second to last game, 3 goals and 2 assists from 7 games and 6 off the bench. I believe not all of them, okay, no, they're all for us. That's pretty good, 7.21 rating. I'm happy with it, it's not bad at all. Kane, an A+, absolutely. Brilliant signing for a free, played so well for us this year. Onodi, again a B+, free signing, you can't complain. B- for Robinson, again a free signing, you really can't complain. Grant, a B-, played so many more games than I expected this year. I think I might try and get rid of him next year because I don't see him being championship quality, especially with him losing some physical stats this year, including a bit of pace, and I think, I don't know what else, but definitely pace. And yeah, 3k a week, it's not great. Dallison gets an E. I think we needed him as a rotation player. I'm happy with that. Guabi or Yabi, I think it could be. So I apologise if I've been saying it wrong the whole time. B-, I think that's fair. Hunt gets an A. Absolutely brilliant signing. Did not expect him to end up being as good as he was. And another man I did not expect to be as good as he was. Etheridge, B+, brilliant signing. Davenport, an A+. We're getting so many high ratings here. Draper, a B-, I think that's fair as well. Klein, a C+. Izzy Brown, a B-, and last but not least, McCallum, yeah, that's probably fair. But again, we needed that rotation player. I stand by the signing because at the time, we desperately needed him. What a performance this year. Managing to get 5 points behind the leaders, 16 points ahead of Wimbledon. So far away from where we finished last year. Yeah, it's just a brilliant performance. FA Cup, we did pretty well too, getting into the 4th round. Carabao Cup, 3rd round, beaten by Chelsea. And only the 2nd round in the Papa John's Trophy. But we don't really care about the Papa John's Trophy. We're not even in it next year. Biggest win, 6-0, where we only got 1 goal for Ben Waine in there. Match to remember was a 4-1 win against Port Vale. And the goal of the season comes for Cooper, who did a pretty decent job on the wing. We've done better in terms of sponsorship, less in broadcast revenue, which is surprising. We've got more for corporate and hospitality, more for competition prize money, obviously, and more for commercial and retail. So I mean, I guess more people are coming to the games instead of watching them, so that could explain it. Don't mind that at all. Ben Waine with the most shirt soles. You love to see that. Twine, Hunt, Brown, and Kane just behind him. And the best team this year is considered to be Waine, Twine, Poku, Cooper, White, Kane, Freeman, O'Hora, Pollock, Harvey, and Etheridge. I think bringing Poku in is a bold claim. I agree with the rest of it, but I think you got to put White up there and bring Davenport in. Otherwise, you're just disrespecting a pretty good player for us this year. But we did a really good job this season. The player of the season is Warren O'Hora, a man who has just gotten a massive new contract with us. If we actually go to it, can I see? Yep, 8k per week. I absolutely despise this. As soon as you get promoted, any time in Football Manager, the players all come to you and say they're not happy with their contract, and this man did that, and he's actually worth paying the 8k. But I'm expecting random players like Cooper, like who else? Cisse, all those random players to come at me and say, I want more money when they don't really deserve it. Young player of the season goes to Pollock. I would have given it to Ben Waine, but hey, that's just my opinion. Poku with the signing of the season. That might be because he's the only player one of the only players that we spent money on, but even then, Hunt was a better signing than him, so I don't get that at all. Goal of the season, Cooper. Top goal scorer, Ben Waine. Most assists goes to Twine. Player of the match awards go to Ben Waine. Highest average rating, O'Hora. Cisse with the most passes completed per 90, and some records broken. Most goals in a season for Ben Waine. Most league goals by a player in a season, 23, Ben Waine. And most player of the match awards, 6 for Ben Waine. Love to see him in the best 11. Oh, that is beautiful. We've also got Etheridge on the bench now. Pollock on the bench as well. Yeah, I think that's fair. You got to have Ben Waine in that starting lineup. Oh, what a signing. He's gone down in value, unfortunately, but I don't think he's gone down in ability. I think we're still just at level for him. Like, this is currently just the level he can perform really well at. I don't know how we'll do in the championship. I think that might be the last level he can do a really good job at. And then when we get into the top divisions, it will be so interesting to see how Ben Waine performs. Obviously, in real life, I don't know what his career holds. He could turn into an absolutely brilliant Premier League striker in real life. But of course, in this game, he only has a certain potential. And yeah, Premier League striker? Who knows? Hopefully, in the future. Season review was great. Board delighted with what's going on. But what do they want for us next season? They want us to fight bravely against relegation, and I'm happy with that. I am kind of happy with everything, actually, but I don't want to have the restriction of having to sign players for 2-year contracts just in case it happens. But fight bravely against relegation basically means, hey, look, we get that you might not stay up. Just do what you can. And then high tempo pressing, we do that anyway, so I'm okay with all of that. Let's just try and get rid of this, because I don't want to have that pressure of doing it. Okay, I'll do it. I'll normally try and do that anyway, but still, nice to not have it in there. Let's discuss our plans for next season with the team. We want to... we can't avoid being in the relegation battle. Let's go with the first one. Oh, okay, so they're definitely thinking we're going to get relegated. They're definitely thinking. All right. Yeah, let's go for... No, again, I need to back down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they really have low expectations of us next year, which is interesting. I don't think I've done too bad. Oh no, I've really affected the morale. Hey, they've got their entire off-season to get better, and hopefully they do. Because that team meeting didn't go brilliantly. But overall, we do have a pretty good team. It just does need to be improved for the championship, though. However, who knows if I'm going to be here. Let's go straight to the squad hub. The staff hub right now and apply for some jobs. Because if this man is considered to be a likely target for mains, I'm applying for that job. However, I'm going to save the game. Yes, this is slightly cheeky, but I'm open with you guys. If I get sacked for applying for a job, I will go back and make it so I don't get sacked, but I have not gotten sacked. That is good to see. Okay. I don't think the Belgium League, unless it's like Anderlecht or one of the big ones, is really a step up. Yeah, so I'm not going to go for that one. I don't think the MLS is a step up anymore either. In fact, I'm going to go to the leagues and remove leagues and get rid of the MLS on playable because it's just not happening anymore. I'm keeping the A-League on playable because I like having that in-depth view of the Wellington Phoenix at the moment. Who have I just turned on to playable? Okay, there we go. MLS view only. I think the rest of those leagues I'd be happy to go to apart from the MLS. MLS just it's fine. It's fine. It's just I want to stay in Europe, eh? I feel like this is the only job that we're actually that interested in right now. But we will keep applying for them, seeing what comes up. Yes, they're not getting upset at me yet for applying for that job, which is brilliant. But for now, I've got to simulate. I've got to finish the Star Wars, and we're going to go over the season awards, potentially talk a bit more about jobs that we could be coming up for. But realistically, I got to be focused right now on pre-contract expiry deals because now that we're in the championship, some good players have got to be wanting to join us. Surely, 6 months, transfer, doubtful, let's go world reputation. There's some players that I recognise. I think there's some players I would be tempted to sign. So we're going to take a look at that off camera. But for now, let's go and get some season awards. Hopefully the Star Wars. Well, I know what happens in it, but I'm sure it's going to be good. Here we are, the awards. It has been confirmed that Sunderland are going up with us. Despite finishing in the bottom place, they've done it. They beat Plymouth in the final. Now they're going through to the championship next year, just like in real life. Well, we have set a high record for us in terms of points in the League One. Love to see it. Sets a new average rating from O'Hora. O'Hora is named the Player of the Year. You love to see that, and that absolutely proves why I should be paying him £8,000 per week. Davies is the top goal scorer. Ben Waine not far behind with 23. I'm the Manager of the Year. Has that done anything to my reputation? No, still 3-star. It was a bit hopeful to have it affect my reputation, but it would have been nice. They're stoked with it. And we have plenty of players in the best 11. And I am so surprised that Brown is in it. And Horo is not. White is certainly in it. And can we finally offer £0 and have them accept it? No, okay. Have they? I think they've re-signed him. They've re-signed him. Well, in that case, loan? Cheeky loan next year, potentially? Potentially? Yeah, they're happy with it. Pollock does not want to rejoin us. I offered him star player, and he does not want to join. So I'm hoping next year he will rethink it. But let's focus on this. How is Brown in the team of the year? Mate, that is a left field shout, to say the least. Harvey is probably fair enough, but I'm certainly surprised by that. And he gets a bonus. Oh, there's some conspiracy theory stuff going on here. But there is also some good news to end this episode. Because it could be our last episode as the boss of MK Dons. I have applied for the mains job, the PEC Zwali, I'm definitely not saying that right, but 2 Eredivisie jobs, and the Valencia job. The Valencia job I declared interest for and they laughed it off. But the mains job I declared interest for, and they consider me an option. Like, that immediately tells me I might be getting a job interview. It immediately tells me I might be getting a job interview. So, if I can get some serious interest from a Bundesliga side, surely other clubs will start popping up, like Bordeaux, and we will apply for it, and we will declare interest in it, because any top division team is a step up from the championship. It just has to be said. I'm sorry. It does have to be said. The Eredivisie sides, I think I might be unsure about. And any team in the championship, I feel like I shouldn't move to just because we're in the championship next year. But a team like Bordeaux, we really, really shouldn't be able to move to them. but should be doing a massive step up if we do move over there. Of course, if we do move over there, Ben Waine will be coming with us, but I have a feeling we're not going to be at MK Dons next episode. But I will treat it like we are at MK Dons until it is confirmed that we are not at MK Dons by trying to sign players just like this man. Players maybe like that man. Players, no, not like that man. No, not that man. But, you know, players that I am scouting, potentially making some deals before I leave, leaving them in a good position. Boy Parrott has got to be an option, especially if I'm leaving. They need a new striker. But I'll do all that off camera properly. That is where we're ending this episode. By getting promoted to the league. Well, not the league anymore. We're now in the championship. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you are enjoying the series, smash the like button as well as subscribing to the Rex FM YouTube channel. It massively helps me out. Let me know down in the comment section below what team you would dream that we could go to next season and where you think would actually be a good fit for us. But yeah, thanks for watching. Gonna finish Star Wars. I'll see you all later.